Now we're on page 18, violas, and we're going to be reading some new notes on the staff. Let's look at the page. Move my box down here. Let's look at number 1. So the first example, we have some interesting lines here. So when you see this bar here, that's just telling you that between the D and the E, this is a whole step. Between the E and the F sharp, that is a whole step. Between the F sharp and the G, you have this sort of V-looking line, and this is a half step. So that just means that when you're playing your notes, so here is the E and the F sharp, between the E and the F sharp, look how much space is there. That is a whole step. From the D to the E, that is a whole step because there's that much space. From the E to the F sharp, that is a whole step because there's that much space. But look at between the F sharp and the G. Look how close my fingers are here. That's a half step. So this V shows you that between these two notes is a half step. Then over here we've got a 3 dash 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 dash. That means when you're playing this third finger G, you need to hold your third finger G down the whole time, this whole time, even when you're playing this open A. And when you're holding your third finger down, make sure you're on the tips of your fingers. I'm on the tips of my fingers. I'm not flattened like that. If you're flat, then you're going to be touching this next door string. You need to really be up on the tip so that you're not touching the string next to it. All right, so make sure you practice being right on the tips of your fingers so that you're not touching the next string. You might have to move your wrist over just so that you're right on top of the string there. Okay, let's read our notes. So we've got D, D, rest, rest. E, E, rest, rest. F sharp, rest, rest. G, G, rest, rest. A, the 0 means open A, rest, rest. G, G, rest, rest. F sharp, E, D, E, D. And then you lift, retake, and repeat. Now these numbers on the top of the notes are telling you what finger to use. Now they don't always tell you the finger to use, but in this case, since you're learning how to read these notes, they're telling you this is first finger E, this is second finger F sharp, this is third finger G, this is open A, no 0 fingers. All right, so let's try playing this together. And remember, when you get to this G here, you're going to hold your third finger G while you play this open A the whole time here. All right, let's try it. So let's find our open D. Let's see, move over here so you can see my fingers. 1, 2, ready, go. D, D, rest, 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 rest. Keep my fingers there while I play the A. Keep my fingers there, go back to the G. Rest, rest. And we lift, retake, and repeat. Here we go. Rest, rest. Rest, rest. Rest, rest. Keep my fingers there. My fingers are not moving. They're still on the G. Now I'll lift it off to play F sharp. We're done. All right, so I forgot to tell you that simile means the same. So that's referring to this bowing. You've got down bow, up bow. Instead of writing down bow, up bow, down bow, up bow, down bow, up bow all the way through, they just wrote simile. That means you do all the same, down bow, up bow. They're all down bow, up bow. Okay, let's look at number 2A. So we've got 2A and then we've got 2B. So let's just do 2A. So let's read our notes. Our first note is G, third finger G. So we've got G, F sharp, E, D, G, F sharp, G, lift, retake, and we repeat here. These three notes in parentheses, remember that's prepare your fingers for your third finger G. Now, they didn't write a G, they didn't write 3, You have to memorize whenever you see a note on this top line, the fifth line, that's always a G. When you see a note in this top space or the fourth space, that's always an F, F sharp, because there's a sharp sign. So you really are learning to memorize what these notes mean. Okay, let's start at the beginning with the repeat. Starting on third finger G. There, I've prepared my fingers. 1, 2, ready, go. G. Lift, repeat. All right, very good. Let's look at 2B. So on 2B, we have a 2. That means you're going to hold your second finger down while you're playing all these notes. And remember, you need to play in your tips when you're playing that. Let's read the notes. D, F sharp, A, F sharp, G, A, D. Lift, retake, and you go back to the beginning. Nice half notes. Hold them for 2 beats each. Starting on the D. 1, 2, ready, play. Keep my second finger there. I'm keeping my second finger there. And repeat, lift, retake. Okay, so you're going to get really good at holding your fingers down while you play other notes. Let's look at 3A, 3B, 3C, and 3D. Here's 3A. 3A is really fun. You're just going to go D, 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 A, D, 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 lift, D, 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 repeat. All right, let's do 3A. It's fun to play that one. Open strings. 1, 2, ready, go. Repeat. Good. Okay, let's look at the next one. We've got G, G, A. Okay, so we're holding our third finger on G. We've got G, rest, A, rest, G, rest, A, rest, and then you repeat it. All right, and your third finger is just staying down the whole time for B. So I've got 3 fingers down. I'm just going to keep them there while I play the A. 1, 2, 3, B. All right, you can just go on and on and on with that. Sounds like a siren. All right, now let's look at 3C. We've got G. I've got it. Where's my G? G, 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 D, G, G, D. All right, that one's pretty straightforward. All right, 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. So you're just lifting off your fingers. G, G, D. All right, now let's look at 3D. E, D, E, F sharp, G, G. Okay, let's try 3D. First finger for the E. 1, 2, 3, go. And repeat. Okay, we're almost ready for our song. See you on the next page.